Arsenal News 24/7. Arsenal lost 2-0 to Manchester City in the opening weekend of the new Premier League season. Here are the full player ratings for the match below. 1. Petr Cech, 8/10. The new captain gave a commanding performance and made 3 important saves in the opening 15 minutes, when Manchester City are irresistible. Was vocal to the players in front of him, but with the makeshift back four he had a tough task. Couldn't do anything with either goal, both of which were well crafted by Manchester City as they ran our defensive line ragged. 2. Hector Bellerin, 7/10. Supported the attack well whenever we did manage to get forward and probably had our best chance when Maitland-Niles played a sweeping ball across from the left and Bellerin did well to mug off Mendy and smash in a shot from close range. Once of those chances which you hoped went towards the far corner but ended up going straight at the keeper. Will be interesting to see how much competition Stefan Lichtsteiner can give him this season. 20. Shkodran Mustafi, 7/10. Usually a liability but put in a decent performance today. Not many defenders will cope with the Manchester City attack but was well organized alongside new signing Socrates and made a couple of important tackles. Central defensive is a position we are a bit light, so Arsenal need him to have a consistent season. 5. Socrates Papastathopoulos, 6/10. A tough introduction into Premier League life but he will get better. Tough to really evaluate his performance as he was run ragged like most of the team at times but didn't seem out of place. 15. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, 6/10. Was given the runaround from Riyad Mahrez and Kyle Walker for the first half an hour before going off injured. Despite that, was full of running and never gave up, which is all you can ask for from a central midfielder asked to play as a full-back. 34. Granit Xhaka, 5/10. Didn't impose himself on the game and went missing for large parts of it. He is a player who doesn't seem to know what his responsibilities are and it shows. Is he a ball-winning midfielder or a ball-playing one? Well, he did neither and was vastly overshadowed by his considerably younger counterpart. Should be the one to make way once Lucas Torreira is fully fit, but have a sneaky suspicion he won't. 29. Matteo Guendouzi, 8/10. Considering his experience, or lack thereof, he put in a really excellent performance in this afternoon. He was composed, committed and won more tackles in central midfield than I've seen over the last few seasons. Clearly once Lucas Torreira is fully fit then he will be a guaranteed starter, but on this evidence Guendouzi will be the man to partner him in midfield, not Granit Xhaka. 7. Henrik Mkhitaryan, 6/10. Has put in better performances in an Arsenal shirt and was disappointing today. Perhaps asked to play a role he's not used to, having to track back on the left-hand side, and was unable to give the young Ashley Maitland-Niles adequate cover on that side. Although the caveat being most teams would struggle against Kyle Walker and Riyad Mahrez. Bernardo Silva. 10. Mesut Ozil, 4/10. Did Ozil have a late night? His passing was off, his vision was off, and his all-round performance was off. Seemed to lack concentration and it's hard to believe he is by far our highest paid player. People sometimes lay into Ozil for his performances but he's a superstar signing on superstar wages. He's treated like a world-class player but doesn't perform like one. Badly miskicked a golden opportunity when Lichtsteiner cut back from the left. Badly miscontrolled the ball when Ederson kicked it out to him, which he should have scored from, and to cap it all he got in the way, and got caught offside, when he should have left it and let the onside Lacazette go through on goal. A performance which stank out the entire stadium. 8. Aaron Ramsey, 5/10. Not convincing at all and struggled to impose himself on the game. Definitely had the contract situation hanging over his head and you could tell from his performance. Was in the number 10 role, which was strange considering Mesut Ozil is better suited to that position, so it's unclear if Unai Emery is appeasing him so he'll sign a new deal. 14. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, 6/10, isolated up front but should have done better with the opportunities he had. The lack of service from Ozil, Ramsey and Mkhitaryan didn't help, but with his pace and movement should have given Manchester City a few more problems. Substitutes, 12. Stefan Lichtsteiner, 7/10, came on for Maitland-Niles on 35 minutes, did what was asked of him and looked like a solid player who Arsenal will need over the coming season. Wasn't afraid to get involved and, more importantly, get in Manchester City spaces, which is something we lack considering we're far too much of a soft touch. Look forward to him playing more, although right back isn't a position we're struggle for numbers unfortunately, it's the other side. 9. Alexander Lacazette, 7/10, came on for Ramsey on 54 minutes, looked lively when he came on and more of a goal threat than Aubameyang. Had a couple of decent half chances which, if taken, could have changed the game. Emery will certainly have something to think about come the Chelsea game, and he has definitely put himself in the frame to start that match. Played like he has a point to prove. 11. Lucas Torreira, 6/10, came on for Schalke on 70 minutes, did well for his 20-minute cameo and looks a tidy player. Hard to really evaluate his impact considering the number of minutes we played, but the sooner he can start instead of Granit Xhaka, the better.